Looking at a new cage today from Neewer. So while a lot of companies take the approach of doing fancy boxes and fancy presentation, Neewer is doing more of a stripped down version. This is what the cage comes in, a very standard brown box. But hey, the price on this is right, and I think the quality stands up to the other brands, and they're saving money on the actual box. And so you've got just some basic protection, some instructions. You've got some mounts here. You've got the cage itself, very lightweight. This particular kit comes with 2 handles as well. And that's it. That's the full contents of this kit. All right, so here is the kit laid out. You got your cage, and it feels very similar to other brands on the market, like SmallRig, for example. I would say it's as light or maybe lighter. It's made out of aluminum. The construction feels good. You've got a little rubber band in here, a little rubber siding to protect the phone. And then this is mounted onto the cage, this lens mount or this filter mount, which is both actually, but it comes without the lens mount attached, which is interesting. I kind of like that approach. And you got a handle. You've actually got 2 handles. These handles come pre-built, which I like. That way you don't have to assemble the handles. You just have to connect them to the side if you want to use them. And I believe these have almost like a rosette type style where you can angle the handles pretty easily once they're attached. And then it comes with this lens mount. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a 17mm thread. And so it's more of a universal thread. And then of course you could adapt 17mm to 37mm if you had B-script lenses, for example. But 17mm is what Standmark uses, and Reflex, among some others. I think Ulanzi might use some of those as well. But it's nice that this is a more universal mount, and then you just connect it to the actual cage. And then this is a really nice thing too. This is a filter mount, and it too is universal. You connect it to the cage, and it's a 67mm mount. So that means you can use any filter from any brand that you want. You're not stuck with the proprietary filters from the cage maker. If you're just learning mobile video or wanting to switch to learning a new app, then check out my course on mastering the Blackmagic camera app. In it, you'll learn how to shoot professional quality video with an iPhone. It's available now on my website. To learn more, see the link in the description. All right, so now I have the cage set up. I've got it on a tripod and I have a little handle here with a quick release. You can take it off. And I've got the handle, one of the handles attached to the actual cage as well. And the nice thing is with this, super easy to attach since it's already assembled. There's a couple screw holes on the side, and you just take the Allen key and you tighten it down through there. And then once it's tightened, which takes just a couple turns, the handle's installed. And then the nice thing is you can twist these handles however you want. So that way, if you're shooting low handheld or high angle or whatever, you can adjust the handles to your liking. And then you could also, if you're shooting vertical, you could put the handles over here on the sides. And that way you would have handles on the side. And so it's pretty convenient to move that around. And again, this is all really lightweight. And you could also put the second handle over here. But the big selling point for me is just the ease of how this system, this modular type system, goes together. This is the filter mount. I'm not sure you can see that, but on there's some arrows. It says push. And on the back, there are 2 little pieces of metal sticking out. And then on the actual cage here, you've got little holes. And so all you do is you take that, put it into those holes, and then push it across, and it locks into place. And now you can mount a lens. And to remove it, all you do is you pop it over and it comes right off. Now, I haven't used this much yet with lenses, but it does seem secure, so I wouldn't worry about it falling off. But since it doesn't attach with screws, it may be something just to pay attention to. Same with the filter mount. Filter mount attaches the exact same way. Has instructions on here, it says push, has the same little piece of metal in the back, and then it connects into that. And when you push it to the side, you hear a small little click sound, and then you know you're set up. This is the 1x. Ultra wide. Looks like it covers it okay. And then of course the 5x. Back to the ultra wide. There may be a little vignetting there, but I'm not really seeing much. Back to the standard. And so again, I really like how quick and easy that is to add these accessories, and then allows you to quickly take them off as well. And then to install the phone, this one's a little bit different. It has a little switch you flip up there. It drops down. Some of the other ones like SmallRig has a button you push, but this works pretty much the same. And then you slide your phone in and click it and then put that little latch down. So it's just as easy to install. It just installs a slightly different way. And the phone fits very well and feels very sturdy in the case. It's not going anywhere. And just a demo, because I took the handle off to show putting the phone in the cage, but you can leave it on and just take it out with the handle on, which is nice. And so you might be wondering how this one compares to the SmallRig cage, and this is the Brandon Lee special edition version. So this is a pricier cage, but it has some nice finishing touches to it. But truthfully, they're very, very similar, as you can tell, just sitting next to each other. The nice thing about the Brandon Lee one is the handles have this quick release system. So you squeeze it and it just comes right off. And so if you like that aspect, then this may be the better cage. And then this one also comes with a shutter button. That way you can take photos or actually start recording in your app of choice. But the cages themselves are very, very similar. The thing about this one that I kind of like over this one, or really over any cage, is how it has these mounts that can be removed or put on very easily. And that reminds me a lot of the Beast Cage. The Beast Cage has a similar setup, but the Beast Cage comes with other mounts. It comes with 17, 37, and even M series for a moment. That's the negative to this cage, at least the version I got. It comes with an M series mount, which are for moment lenses that don't actually work with the 15 Pro Max. So it's a little bit of a strange choice to put that on here, but you can use adapters. That's what I've been doing to use 37mm mount. But they also sell other mounts, including T series if you're using moment lenses. But this Neewer cage, I have to say, is a really great bang for your buck. And I would say this is more of a budget-friendly cage, especially if you're just starting out or are looking, obviously, to just save money. And I do like also how these handles twist. The handles on this one do not twist, and you have to assemble these handles. So overall, these are both two very good cages, and they have advantages and disadvantages. But if you're looking for something very affordable, the version of this cage without the handles is like under $40 at the time of this video. And then this one has the flexibility of using your own ND filter or 17mm mount lenses, or of course shooting without lenses. This one comes with the mount. You can take that off if you want. And then their system comes with a proprietary ND. It's actually right here. And it connects via the M mount. And so this works well, and it's very easy to use. And again, I really like this cage a lot. I've been using it a lot recently. But for budget-friendly, budget-minded people, this Neewer cage is a great option. Definitely worth checking out. And so if you are interested in one of these, links are in the description. Thanks for watching. This is Blake Calhoun. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.